Today we could discuss more interesting facts about Louisville, Kentucky. 95% of the world's bourbon is produced in Kentucky. It's a stunning statistic, to be sure. The best way to experience it all is to complete the Kentucky Bourbon Trail, with many distilleries conveniently located right within Louisville city limits. To explore even more, the trail covers the route from Louisville to Lexington, so there is plenty of bourbon to try out. Louisville is home to the biggest baseball bat in the world. There may not be an MLB team in all of Kentucky, but baseball fans know that Louisville Sluggers are the best bats in the business. At the Slugger Museum in Louisville, you can see a 120-foot tall and 68,000-pound baseball made of steel as you walk into that's designed to be an exact scale replica of the bat used by Babe Ruth. Over 100,000 mint juleps are served during the Kentucky Derby and Kentucky Oats. A classic mint julep is served with bourbon and is the official drink of the Kentucky Derby, so it should come to as no surprise that come Derby Day, the mint juleps are flowing freely. Speaking of the Kentucky Derby, the Kentucky Derby winners are covered with 554 roses. Yes, the winning run for the Roses horse is literally covered with roses. 554 roses are used in the garland presented to the winner of the Kentucky Derby. Kentucky Oats winners are blanketed with lilies, which is why the race holds the nickname Lilies for the Fillies. What's the oldest operating Mississippi-style steamboat in Louisville? Yep, the Belle of Louisville is over 100 years old. Belle has been a National Historical Landmark since 1989 and is listed in the National Register of Historic Places. She moved around the country a bit before calling Louisville home, and you can still cruise the Ohio River on this lovely historical boat. Louisville has the largest annual fireworks show in the country, and it's not for Independence Day. The launch of Derby season comes in with a bang with plenty of things to do. Each year, people from all over flock to the Ohio River for Thunder over Louisville, a pyrotechnic display involving 60 tons of fireworks shells. It's one of the biggest fireworks displays in the world, and there's no more appropriate way to kick off the city's most important event. This scope is partly Louisville's fault. No list of surprising Louisville facts would be complete without mentioning one of the weirdest exports. No, it's not Louisville Slugger, baseball bats, nor is the open-faced hot brown sandwich. The distinction belongs to the overproduction of disco balls. For decades, Louisville manufactured over 90% of the nation's globular refractory dance aids, the likes of which fuel the ambulatory atrocities at Studio 54 and beyond. The Victorian age never really ended here, at least in terms of architecture. While the vast majority of American cities demolished their wrought iron and Romanesque homes in the name of urban renewal, Louisville managed to resist the worst of these excesses. Behold the old Louisville, where you'll find the highest density of Victorian-era homes and residential stained glass windows in the United States. For the past 30 years, the area has slowly been populated with families, working professionals, and college students, unconsciously reinvigorating the area with many of the kind of shops, restaurants, and services you'll expect to find in a bigger city. Louisville is home to Kentucky's largest building, which is actually a cavern. Louisville's Macon Cavern is a former limestone mine that boasts 4 million square feet and is home to a zip line ride, bicycle park, and storage facilities for everything from documents to yachts. Because of the structure supports in place, It's classified as a building, a 100-acre building that runs beneath both Louisville Zoo and Watterson Expressway. On February 13th, 1981, there was a sewer explosion in Louisville caused by the fumes from a soybean processing plant. The explosion destroyed over 2 miles of the city streets, but no people were killed in the accident. Louisville is the home of the Benedictine sandwich. Chances are you're asking yourself, what is the Benedict sandwich? Fair enough. They don't get served a lot outside of Louisville, where chef and cookbook author Jenny Carter Benedict invented Benedictine spread in the late 1800s. Primarily made with cream cheese and cucumbers,